Influenced by his teacher and the father of philosophy, Socrates, Plato believed that the material world is nothing but a reflection and shadow of the world of forms or ideals. For Plato, the absolute ideals are truth, goodness, and beauty. The world of ideals is the supreme world, and it is the finest kind of worlds in which we once lived before we were born and came to the material world. If we take beauty, for example, we'll find that the ideal beauty, or the ideal of beauty, exists in the world of ideals. Under the world of ideals is the world of concepts. So the concept of beauty is found at a lower level than the ideal beauty in the world of ideals. Below that world still is the world of beautiful shapes or beings of humans, plants, animals, and objects. In the lowest category comes the world of shadows or drawings, where we can find a drawing of a beautiful woman, and in fact, this drawing of a beautiful woman is derived from a real beautiful woman, and the beauty of the woman is derived from the concept of beauty, and finally, the concept of beauty, in its turn, is derived from the ideal beauty in the world of ideals. According to this idea, Plato presents the allegory of the cave, in which Plato tells us to imagine that there is a group of people chained while leaning on a wall and cannot move their heads left or right since they were born. So they only see what is directly in front of them on the opposite wall. On the wall in front of them, these people see a group of shadows, and they think that these shadows are real because they do not see anything except these shadows. For example, they may see a shadow of a horse, jar, or a bird. These shadows are derived from material objects that resemble real horses, jars, and birds, that are carried by more powerful people who use the fire behind them to cast the shadow of these patterns on the wall in front of the bound people. Plato supposes that one day one of the bound men managed to escape from the chains and went out of the cave. Then he went up to the top and found the real world, and found that the cave in which they live is nothing but a micro and a very fake version of a much wider, welcoming, and a much more beautiful world. When he comes back again and tells the others in chains about the real world, most of them will disbelieve and will scold him because he's reducing the value of every gain they have in their false life, and therefore he becomes their enemy. The free man will also become the enemy of the stronger people who carry the physical models and reflect their shadows on those who are bound, as he represents a clear threat to their authority.